Pacific Power. No pressure.
Yeah!
When she Babe Ruth it, she's calling her shot. We'll see.
Athletes, judges, we're going in 10 seconds.
I'm trying to keep it still, but I can't.
Stand by. 3, 2, 1, go.
Coming out of the blocks hot, your lady's gonna take on Race to the Top. Your RX team's doing work here at the Tier Arena. 1 to 10.
Higher than 30 inches.
Starting off with rope climbs, going to box jump overs, moving on into cleans. Oh my goodness. Look at that. 15 feet rope, a 30-inch box and 165 pounds on that barbell. Oh my goodness gracious. That is heavy, but I think our RX athletes can get it done.
I agree. Over here, we are just fast and furious here early on here working through these tubes.
I tell you what, that 165, that is heavy, but you know what? At Team WODAPALOOZA, we have heavy expectations.
Lane 20, the Pro 1 gals. First onto the threes there, the rope climbers, followed by Gucci Gang and 16. And 2 blondes, 1 flame there, 13. Still early, lots of separation left to happen.
All right. I've got the United States, of course. I've also got Canada represented here today. I've got Guatemala, Puerto Rico. You know, that is so much fun. Y'all want to try that again? You ready? Puerto Rico! Keep that energy going, ladies and gentlemen. Brian, what is he on the north side?
I see the Gucci Gang here starting threes on the cleans. Join their lane 13. 2 blondes, 1 flame. Also lane 12, Cavalli.
That is awesome. By the way, I've also got Italy and Mexico in the house. But a whole lot of fitness happening here today. We'll try to keep you attuned as to who's where. Typically, we start to see a fed later in the event as they get into those higher reps rounds. I've got several teams on their round of 4.
I do as well. Lane 16, the Gucci Gang, 13, 2 blondes, 1 flame there in the all lavender purple. About rep for rep here through these 4 rope climbs.
Now you'll notice, ladies and gentlemen, the box jump overs is the only point at which they must divide the reps evenly. The barbell, the rope climb, divide as needed, which means there's going to be a lot of strategy involved. Strengths, weaknesses, who can hold their composure under fatigue. It's going to get interesting how each of these teams tackles this particular event as we move deeper into those rep schemes.
That's correct. Though, as we saw in the last round, we had some teams, only certain individuals climbed ropes, left the clean to just one person that can handle it all. Clock's coming up on that 3-minute mark as we've got some teams over here about to close out the round of 4s.
See that barbell moving again. That is a hefty 165, but they're making it look easy. And a few teams starting that round of 5. Ryan.
I got the 5s going over here. Lane number 12, Cavalli, I believe, out in the lead or tied there right next door to lane 13. The 2 blondes, 1 flame.
So right now is when we're almost to the point we're going to start seeing who's going to start pushing themselves away from the rest of the field. I'm going to try to let you know who that is on this side.
I got a tight battle up top between 3 teams. It looks like here lanes 12, 13, and 16. And this lane 13 there, 2 blondes, 1 flame out to the box first.
Lucky number 3 out of lane 6 steps up to the box, but it is going to be lanes 1 and 9 on the south end who start to. Ooh, look at those box jumps by the athletes out of lane 9. Cross and walkie. Oh my gosh, they're just walking over that box with ease.
Box is no joke. I mean, it's half as tall as some of our athletes, and they're jumping over it like nothing.
Look at the way these athletes in Milwaukee are getting that box. Nothing for them.
Just past 4 minutes on that clock. Long 16-minute time gap if it's needed. Two blonde, 1's flame up on the ropes, starting their next round.
So if I'm not mistaken, on the south side, Isa coming to play just might hold the lead, but it's too close to call.
We are 2 climbs into the 6s here in lane 13. Lane 17 wears the beach out of Middletown CrossFit now. Working in through the 6 on the rope climbs. Tap in there, finishing up their second one.
Brian, it is so close. Just about all the teams on my end are on the same set of rope climbs. Literally, look at my field right now.
I am right there with you as well, but 2 blondes, 1 flame, lane 13, out just ahead onto the box. Cavalli down in 12, Gucci Gang here in 16, trying to keep pace and cut into the lead on this side of the floor. 2 blondes, 1 flame hat.
Isa coming to play, and lucky number 3 on the south side, lanes 1 and 6. They're close, seems to be leading on the south side. Isa coming to play, Isa coming to lead the south side is what it really is, Brian.
Yeah, Cavalli used those box jumps to get just ahead, but now 2 blondes, 1 flame, 1 rep ahead on the cleans. And now 2 blondes, 1 flame start the 7s on the ropes.
Oh my goodness gracious, Isa coming to play in lane 1. They put a brick on that gas pedal, and they're not slowing down, Brian.
Same thing for lanes 12 and 13. The Gucci Gang just behind them down here in 16. All right, Noah, I'm watching lanes 12 and lane 13. 1 finger in the air from both judges. Lane 12, Cavalli taps first, heads on to the box, just ahead of their neighbors there in lane 13.
Okay, Isa coming to play is starting their boxes right now, Brian. So it looks like your team might have a slight lead over Isa coming to play in lane 1. So your leaders on the south side, Isa coming to play in 1, and lucky number 3 in 6.
Cavalli here in 12 through the box jumps first, heading to that barbell as the 2 blondes, 1 flame hit their last box jump, and they're going to join them there. Gucci Gang to the box here in 16. 7:45 gone by on that clock, coming up on our halfway point.
Isa coming to play in lane 1, starting a round of 8 right now. Brian, talk to me, brother.
As did Cavalli right here in 12. They started the Ochos right as you said your team did. So we could be neck and neck between 12 and your folks over here.
All right, perfect. So eyes on lanes 12 and lane 1. Isa coming to play. The question is, Brian, are they coming to win?
Cavalli is coming to win, but I tell you what, 2 blondes, 1 flame right next door. They're here to win as well. They're just 1 rep behind.
Isa coming to play is an alloy of CrossFit Phoenixville and Iron Cross Athletics. 12, Cavalli comes from Luther, Mexico.
The Gucci Gang lane 16 from Lakeland, one of them from my house, starting their 8s on the rope climbs. 9 minutes gone by.
All right, Brian, listen to me, brother. Isa coming to play is locking out their final rope climb on this round. And they will start their box jumps.
Cavalli already there. Looks like we're down to 5 reps here on these box jumps.
So your leader, ladies and gentlemen, is lane 12. Brian, let's see how it pans out.
Cavalli with us out of Luca down in Mexico. Made the journey here to Miami Beach, and they now going to make the journey to the barbell to start this set of cleats.
Dude, look at the pace on these box jump overs by the ladies of lane 6, lucky number 3. They're trying to push the pace against Isa coming to play in lane 1. Holy goodness gracious. They are
Our clock
moving.
coming up on that 10-minute mark, 6 minutes remaining in the heat. Cavalli, 5 cleans remaining in the round.
I've got 5 things remaining in this round.
Two blondes, one flame, starting the cleans in a round of 8 here in lane 13. Cavalli now up on the rope in the 9s, Noah.
So Cavalli has a 1 rope climb lead over Isa coming to play in lane 1. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 12 versus 1 for that heat lead.
One final clean here for two blondes, one flame. There it is. They're starting the 9s as well over here in 13.
Okay, Brian, listen, we talked about this earlier. Who can maintain composure and technique under fatigue? That's going to determine our...
Seem to be where they kind of stretched it out. And these are not tall athletes, but that box poses no problem for them.
All right, I've got 4 more rope climbs. Right now, where are you at?
I've got 2 to go here in lane number 12.
Cavalli is pushing that pace, ladies and gentlemen.
2 blonde, 1's flame. They've got 4 to go here in 13. Cavalli on to the box here in this round, trying to stretch the lead. How you looking over there?
I've got 2 more rope climbs to go for Isa coming to play in 1.
Michigan up on the rope there in 16. CrossFit High also going up in 15.
Isa coming to play, starts their box jumps, Brian. What kind of lead are we seeing over there in lane 12?
Cavalli just finished theirs, Noah. Now they're
Oh
on
my
to
goodness,
the barbell.
they're pushing that distance. On the south side though, it looks like lucky number 3 is trying to push the pace against Isa coming to play. They're trying to grab that 2 spot, Brian. We're gonna see how it transpires.
Got 5 more cleans to go here for Cavalli.
Dude, I tell you what, lucky number 3 pushes that pace on those box jumps every time, and they close the gap on Isa coming to play in 1. We're gonna see if they can hold it on those hefty cleans.
We just touched the rope to start the 10s here in 12 for Cavalli as our clock hits that 12:50 mark.
4 reps away from starting their 10th and final round. Where is Cavalli?
We are 3 minutes left to go, and Cavalli taps now. I believe we've got 4 of the 10 done.
Isa coming up, play, locks out. They're 9th. Clean, they're gonna start round number 10. Let's see where lucky number 3 is. A squat clean, ladies and gentlemen, of lane 6.
Noah, there's a hand in the air from our judge for our leaders now telling us 4 more rope climbs on this final set of 10.
Oh my goodness, Cavalli putting some distance between them and the rest of this very talented field.
Two blonde, one's flame now. 1 more clean and they will start the 10s as well.
That 165, it just seems to get heavier and heavier, Brian.
It does, Noah. 2 minutes left to go on our clock. 1 rope climb left to go for our leaders.
I tell you what, Cavalli, they are putting on a show for us here at the Tierra Arena. They came all the way, if I'm not mistaken, from Mexico.
That is correct here. Once again, this box, this is where they made their bones and this got their lead. Quick work of these high box jumps. No trouble for these athletes. 90 seconds remaining on our clock.
Oh my goodness. Can they finish? Brian, can they finish?
No, I think they can.
We're going to find out. Time will tell, ladies and gentlemen. Keep that energy high here at Tier WODAPALOOZA.
One more athlete. There it is now. We are on to the barbell here in lane 12. Our leaders, Kamali. 10 reps from them in a heat win. 1 minute left on the clock.
Pacific Power. Rocking into their next round over there. Taking those rope climbs. That's going to be number 10 for them. Isa coming to play, trying to hold their own against lucky number 3 and 6. They currently have the 2 spot unless I'm mistaken.
No, I have 2 reps to go here in lane 12 for Cavalli. Make that one final rep. There it is. They're going to make the sprint to the line. They're going to cross that line just past that 15:30 mark and take the heat.
All right, Brian, you keep track of the clock. I'm going to see what happens here with lucky number 3 versus Isa coming to play.
20 seconds.
Uh-oh. Lucky number 3 is tied with Isa coming to play. Lane 6 and 1. Let's see what they do.
10 seconds.
Uh-oh. Isa coming to play. Locks out of clean as does lucky number 3.
3, 2, 1.
Round of applause for your phenomenal athletes here today. Dude, what a show. Did you enjoy that performance, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, they killed it. Hey, what's up, man?
RX women putting on a show out for us here in heat number 11. Cavalli taking that lead there in the middle.